I am collecting the dried seed pods of thyme, or ajwain as we call it in India, in Hindi. Ajwain is a seasoning, a herb. We're all familiar with thyme. So the tiny delicate flowers of thyme, slightly lavendery in color, and when those flowers dry out, the seed pods get formed and we have seed pods that are ready for harvesting for the next season. Of course, the thyme plants themselves are essentially perennials, so the plants are not going to die out. They will keep growing and they'll have an off season, but they will not die out, and they will sprout out again in the following spring. And this thyme here is now still flowering but seeding as well at the same time. And of course the fragrance of the thyme is absolutely glorious, even from the seed pods, from the leaves. Essentially, of course, we use the leaves in cooking as a herb, but every part of the plant is essentially aromatically fragrant, including the leaves, the seed pods, the stems, the stalks. Everything about the thyme plant or ajwain has this glorious fragrance. And just after plucking these, my hands are going to be smelling wonderfully thymy for the rest of the day, and I'm going to store these ready seeds which are coming off from the pods, and I'm collecting them in my hand here, seed pod and seed all together, and then we'll just dry those out a little bit more and prepare them for replanting in spring, so we get even more beds of thyme, because it's just a glorious herb to have, and you can never have enough of it, even if you don't use that much of it in the kitchen. Just the fragrance of thyme wafting through the air is glorious, and so we're going to grow lots more thyme in the years ahead, just for that fragrance wafting through the air, even if you don't consume it all. So that's the thyme seed pod which I've collected here in my hands, and which we're going to dry off and use for replanting more thyme in the following spring season, and getting even more thyme in the years ahead.